Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We want to welcome you to Voices in Motion. Today, we are so excited to spotlight the incredible work being done at the Fox Moon Farm Project. The Fox Moon Farm is a nonprofit organization dedicated to harnessing the healing power of nature and animals to support growth, learning, and emotional wellness for children, adults, and families. Through their Healing with Horses program, community garden initiatives, farm experiences, and wellness workshops, they are creating a compassionate and empowering environment where individuals of all abilities can thrive. What makes the Fox Moon Project so special is the way that they combine connection, purpose, and hands on experiences to help provide confidence, emotional regulation, communication skills, and resilience to those that they serve. We're honored to have them here with us today to share more with you about their mission, the lives that they are impacting, and the heart behind the work that they do every single day. Please join me in welcoming the Fox Moon Project to Voices in Motion, and I am going to hand it over to Cindy. Thank you so much, Cindy, for being with us.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cindy Freishtat, and I am the co-director and one of the founders of the Fox Moon Farm Project. And I'm here today. We've got a bunch of our horses that I wanted to introduce you to. So standing next to me is Bunny, and all these horses that you're going to meet today, and a couple of our donkeys also, are part of our program. And we believe that, well, let me back up just a little bit. We work with children and adults who struggle with special needs. That could be autism or Down syndrome, any sort of disability where there's a anortypical struggle, as well as families who have trauma. So this could manifest via, anger management or anxiety or depression or struggles with emotional regulation. And they come out to the farm every single week, and they work with our horses and some of our other animals. We've got goats and chickens and our pet pig Sassy, as well as on the farm doing chores and on our forest trail and other fun activities here on the farm. And we work on life skills. But before I get into a little more detail on that, let me introduce you to some of the horses. So this is Bunny, and Bunny is a rescue. And hello, baby. Hello, sweetie. And Bunny is a thoroughbred, and she's a mare. And Bunny is, how old is Bunny? Bunny is 7. Is 7. Bunny is 7 years old, so she's pretty young. And she's very social, and she loves to be a part of everything. And as you can see, she's very interested in what we're doing today. And standing next to Kiele, who's holding the camera, is Toby. Hi, Toby. And Toby's a little more anxious. Toby's a relatively newcomer to the herd, and he's a rescue. We rescued him from the slaughterhouse. And he's a very sweet boy. He's very sweet. He's about 15 years old. And there's Bunny wanting to be a big old ham in the camera. But one of the things that we love about our rescues is every rescue, every horse has their own personality, just like all of our clients do. And so we have a lot of clients who have anxiety. And so Toby, and as well as Merlin, who's standing in the background here, who also has anxiety. So Merlin also was in a slaughterhouse. Hi, baby. So let's see if Merlin's going to come over. Merlin also has anxiety. And so when he works, he often will choose individuals who have anxiety to work with. Horses are prey animals. And so when they lived in the wild, they were hunted by like wildcats and such. And as a result, they not only live very much in the present moment, but they had to learn to survive, and they live in survival all the time. They're very, very energetic, and they're very much mirrors to human beings. It's why they're used in a therapeutic environment. So they pick up on our energy oftentimes before we even do. So if I'm feeling anxious or if I'm feeling excited, whatever it might be, they pick up on that energy. And it's why they're so effective working with any of us, but especially those of us who might be struggling. And so if you've got an anxious horse, they are going to pick up on somebody's anxiety and say, oh, I think I can help that person. And hello, baby. Let me introduce you. Oh, here come the donkeys. So we also have a couple of small donkeys. And so we work with the donkeys and this is Nappy. Hello, Nappy. Nappy is the miniature donkey, and he's 12 years old. Yeah, but you want to say hi? Huh? They're like big dogs, and these guys we work with them and hang out with them with either children where the big horses don't make, they might be intimidated by the big horses, or with an individual, just an adult who doesn't want to work with the big horses. And they are cuddly. They're literally will like if you sit on the ground, they'll try to get into your lap. And they're very sweet, very soft, and very, very, very loving. And so when clients come out, our sessions are once a week, sometimes twice a week. The client will come out and they're an hour long. And, almost always there's something to do with the horses, but sometimes not. Sometimes we'll go off and we will learn to drive the tractor if it's appropriate. Sorry, Bunny is trying to get in the way here. Or we will fix a fence, or we'll work in the garden, or we will go up and we will feed the chickens and go get chicken eggs. It just depends on sort of the life skill that we're working on with that individual, because that's what our program is all about. We're all about sort of identifying what are the life skills that that individual could use help with. And everybody needs something a little different, right? So one person might come and they might need help with some gross and fine motor skills. They might need help learning how to make friends, social and communication skills, or how to regulate their emotions, how to transition between activities. They struggle with that. So those are an example of some of the life skills that we work on. But we do it in a really, really fun, interactive way. Here on the farm. So they don't even realize that they're learning and they're growing. They think they're just coming to the farm to have fun. So that's in essence what it is and what we do. And it's a big farm. You're only seeing a tiny little piece of it here. Yeah, Kylie's going to show you around us a little bit. These are the pastures. And behind me are our community garden, where we grow thousands of pounds of food every summer for families in need. And all of our clients participate in that. So we'll get in the dirt and we'll be planting and harvesting and growing and helping to distribute our food. So we have lots of fun and funny. So if anybody has any questions, I would be happy to answer them. If I don't know, Anna, if anyone's out there who might have some questions or interest in the program, but we are happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, it looks like that we do have a few people that have joined us today and are watching. And I know that some of them want to know a little bit about the Healing with Horses, the adult empowerment program with IDD support. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So we have adults that come out as a part of our program, both individually as well as groups. So we partnered with Phase-In, if you're familiar with Phase-In, which is a wonderful institution in Richmond, and they send out a group of adults with autism, and they come out and they spend time with us on the farm every other week. So we do groups. Hold on. We do groups as well as individuals. So we'll do one-on-one sessions, which are booked weekly, as well as groups for adults with IDD.
Okay. And can you only do that through the Phase-In program, or can we reach out directly to you?
Yeah, no. Directly reach out to us. So if you're interested in the program, go up to the website and you'll see a couple of different forms to reach out. Fill out the form and let us know what you're interested in. And then we generally, the next step is I'll make a phone call out to that individual. We'll talk a little bit more about your situation. Then we set up a farm tour. And then if there's interest from there, then we send out some registration forms and we do an assessment. So every client is assessed to identify sort of what are those life skills? What are the short-term goals? What are the long-term goals? We identify that. We put together a treatment plan. And then we schedule, if we're going to do the one-on-ones, we schedule a weekly session with you.
Okay, that's perfect. And can you tell us a little bit about if we were to sign up for that program and we fill out the registration, does it talk to us on there about how much it costs or if there's any kind of financial portion of that?
So each session costs $85 a session. We do offer some
Okay.
financial aid, but it's limited. So if that's a struggle for you, just let us know. And it's a minimum of, it's a 12-week program. And so there's a commitment of 12 weeks. Whoop, sorry, Bunny just startled a little bit. Um, and so we talk about all of that as a part of the registration process. But we try not to turn away anybody. Anybody who is struggling, anybody who's in need, the farm, we try to make their home. We also have, which we're not going to be able to show you today. You can see some of this on our website. We've got a big
Okay.
stage where we book live bands and we do big birthday parties. It's a very much of a community, our farm, so that when folks come here, they feel like it's not like just coming for a lesson. They're joining a community, a diverse community where they feel safe and supported in any of whoever they are, and however they look and however they, want to express themselves. They're welcome and loved
Well,
here.
that's great. That is great. I have shared the link in case anybody is interested in the programs that we're speaking of today or any of the other ones that they want to look at on the website. I've shared the link in the comments. And that sounds great about the stage and that y'all offer, the performances on that. And is that part of the family support program or is that something else on the website?
So family support program, it's time for us probably to get that going again. We had stopped during the winter months, but we
Okay.
provide monthly a program for our families of our clients so that they can get together. We also have a big, beautiful lake. We generally meet down by the lake, and so it's the parents of our clients will get together. We'll bring in speakers so that they can learn about. It's everything from emotional support, medication, legal advice, and oftentimes it's just an opportunity for the parents to connect with other parents who are in similar situations, so that they can learn from each other and they can all just get together. Sometimes it's just to catch their breath and sit by the lake and just relax. But it's just an opportunity just to support each other. And we provide speakers and try to help them in that fashion.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're located at and where the individuals that you serve travel from to come to visit the farm?
Sure. So we are located in St. Stephen's Church, which is not too far from Tappahannock, about 20 minutes from Tappahannock, 45 minutes or so from Mechanicsville, about an hour from Richmond. And we have clients that come to us all the way. We have a client that comes to us from actually Northern Virginia who drives two
Oh,
hours, but they only come once a month. But generally, our clients are coming. They come from Gloucester, from Westmoreland, from Essex, from King William, King Queen County, all over the place. We've got contracts with the counties, with social services, all of the counties around us to support children as a part of the Child Welfare Act. So if you've got a child in need, there is a way to have the county support you and enroll your child with Healing with Horses.
oh, that is very interesting. That's very nice too to hear, because we do at Moms in Motion serve families across the entire state of Virginia. So that's nice to know that you're flexible to serving individuals not just in your area, but across the state and are already doing so. So if you are interested and you're watching today, or if you're watching this at a later date, make sure you go to their website, hit the contact us button, get some more information, and ask any questions that you might have about the program. The only other thing that I seen on the website that I wanted to mention was it looks like that there is an option for individuals that may be interested to sponsor a horse, or they can sponsor a farm animal. And can you tell us a little bit about what that goes towards in case someone's interested in doing that?
Absolutely. So we are a nonprofit. All of the money that comes into the nonprofit goes back into the nonprofit, and it's very expensive, to maintain the horses, to feed them. So when you sponsor a horse or you sponsor a donkey or any of the animals here on the farm, that basically the money goes towards helping them to feed them. So every single month, it's grain costs, it's hay costs, it's vet bills, it's farrier bills. And when you sponsor a horse, you then have the ability to come out and visit your horse. So there's lots of perks to it, but it's a way to directly help the nonprofit and to help a horse and to build a relationship with the horse. So if you want to sponsor Bunny, who apparently really wants to be sponsored,
Bunny
you
is very
can, like,
photogenic.
yes. So you just go up to our website and you'll see a place how to get involved and how to sponsor, and right there. Or if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us directly, and we're happy to answer them for you.
Okay. All right. That sounds great. I'm sure there's somebody out there that would love to help sponsor Bunny and make sure that the services continue to be offered to families across the state and those that need these. They definitely are beneficial. I know, personally, someone in my family that has used the healing. Portions of being able to be part of a program that helps them with horses and they have autism. So I know that this would be one that they would definitely be interested in as well. Can you tell us a story about someone's life who's was impacted positively through the Healing with Horses program, or just a special story that would be, something personal that made your day and that you love telling about?
Yeah, I mean, I have so many. I mean, I do this work because it nurtures my soul. I was in the corporate world most of my career, and then I decided, I think when I turned 50, that I was done sort of in the rat race, and I really wanted just to serve and give back. And there's nothing like working with individuals, who struggle, and to be able to see a direct impact of the work that you do. So I have a number of clients that I've seen for years. One in particular, and you can actually meet Matt on the website, because their a TV affiliate from Richmond came out and did a story on us, and you'll see it under news and resources. So Matt now he's a 17-year-old. We're coming around. Matt is a 17-year-old young man. He's got autism, and Matt is non-speaking. And Matt comes out, now he comes out twice a week. He originally just came out once a week, working with me. Now he comes out, and he also does horseback riding as well. And so when Matt started the program, very much in his own world, very much, really had to hold on to sort of the back of his pants to keep him safe here at the farm. We were focused on a number of different life skills, following directions, reducing anxiety, social and communication skills, gross and fine motor skills, cognitive awareness, and strategic thinking. So, Matt and I do a lot of things on the farm together. One of them, as an example, and it doesn't sound all that exciting, but emptying the poop cart, right? So the donkeys make a lot of poop.
Somebody's got to do it.
And so we have to pick up the poop. Now, picking up the poop, if you struggle within your body and body awareness and using gross, your big muscles, picking up that poop is something you have to work on. So we'll work on that I work on that with Matt. So picking up the poop, putting it in the poop cart. But then we have to empty the poop cart. So that means dragging it over, hooking it to the back of the truck or the tractor, bringing it over to our compost pile, getting it off, emptying it. There's lots of steps involved. So when I started working with Matt with this, we had to do every single step together. Today, Matt, I can literally sit in my truck and I can say, hey, Matt, can you go get the poop cart so we can empty it? And Matt can do all of it completely on his own. So that's an example of a child who didn't have the ability to strategically understand, let alone follow all these directions, and now can do it completely on his own. But where it gets really exciting is one day we were down by the tractor shed, and I asked Matt if he wanted to drive the tractor. Now, Matt, of course, we started working on language. Matt loves music, and so we sing through a lot of our sessions and we clap. And Matt told me he did want to drive the tractor. So I was like, well, let's go. So we got on the tractor. I was using the pedals, and Matt had his hands on the wheel, and I let him go. And I was like, go this way, go this way. And Matt understood everything. Well, today, Matt drives the tractor. We drove by his mom, who was sitting in the car, and she almost fell off her seat because she couldn't believe that Matt, her son, was driving the tractor. So that was amazing, not only for Matt, because Matt learned how to drive the tractor and the self-confidence that he felt about himself, but for his mom, the hope that she feels now that one day maybe Matt could drive a car. that Matt can do
Yes.
all these things. And so that just feels great. It just warms my heart. And it every day, well, when it's 100 degrees out here and bugs are attacking you and, it's tough work, that's why we do it. That's why we do it, because we're changing lives, and it's amazing.
I love that, Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing that story. I did share the link to the news and resources page, and I took a peek over there and saw Matt on the tractor in the video. And so, if you're interested in checking that out, you can go to their website and use the link to go to the news and resources page, and you can see the video that the news put out there for. To show about Matt and all that he was doing there. So thank you, Cindy, for sharing that. That means so much. Um, I don't have any other questions. You've given us so much information, and I know it's definitely going to be a blessing to someone that comes across this video or that's streamed today with us. And again, if you are interested in learning more about the Fox Moon Farm project, how you can get involved, how you can sponsor an animal, then make sure you check out their website at foxmoonfarm.org, and you can get more information. You can contact them. And if you are not able to get to their website or you have any issues, feel free to reach out to myself, Anna Thomas with Moms in Motion, and I can direct you in the right way to get in touch with Cindy as well. All right,
Thank you so
Cindy,
much,
thank you
Anna, for
so
having
much.
us. We really
Thank
appreciate you
you.
having us and featuring the Fox Moon Farm project so that we can help others in need out there. And we're very, very grateful.
All right, thanks. Bye, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Bye-bye.